Welcome to the Slade experiment. I'm Slade, your host, your guide. As I've said before, your Sherpa up the mountain of whatever we're going to talk about tonight. It's very vague. The midnight spaceship is aglow. It is red. I'm drinking tea. This one, a walnut green tea. Thank you again for that care package. Some of you guys are great. I had to scramble over here. I do these shows on Sunday nights. That's when I tape. That's my usual rhythm, my routine. Sacred Sundays. This one has gone horribly awry. It has been a comedy of errors. I made a promise to myself at the end of last year that I wasn't going to sacrifice certain elements of my life. Sundays being one of them. I needed to carve out something that was mine, something that was untouchable, something that I could inarguably say no to people and know that I could defend. Sundays are fiercely mine. So on Sunday nights, I like to play Fortnite. I'm a child. I play video games. I get on there with a bunch of friends. And I say friends, someone that my brother plays with me, and then there's a bunch of people who we don't know. Nobody knows each other. I've talked about some of these people in previous episodes. But on Sundays, I will just bail with no explanation. Oh, shit, I got to go work for a minute. Bye. And then I'll bounce. And then I'll come back 2 hours later and play another round or so. But I forget that I've told all these people that I don't ever tell anybody who I am. I play under a pseudonym. And then when they ask what I do, I always just say I drive dump trucks. So these dudes will frequently on Sunday nights hear me hit my pipe, tell them I got to bounce and go work for a little bit, and then come back. And I guess nobody says anything. It's like I guess they just think I drove a big load of something across whatever invisible state I live in. It's so fun being anonymous. So my day today, I woke up to my phone being completely dead. It had killed itself. Harry Carey. What had happened was, when I started that way, it was something I did. First of all, my phone is already crippled. It's a 2-year-old phone. Maybe I used to get every even-numbered Galaxy that came out. I'm an Android guy. I'm sorry to break your hearts, Apple people. You're just going to have to send me a notification that says, laughed at. Anyway, so my phone was on its last leg. I'd broken the camera. The lens of the camera had been cracked. I think I leaned up against an air hockey table or something. Cracked the screen on that. So it was already in jeopardy. It's 2 years old, and in human years, that's like 98. It's like having an ancient great-great-grandmother staying at your house. If you got a 2-year-old phone, it's just on the verge. Put a life alert around its throat. It's going to fall down in the kitchen. It's going to break its screen, and you're just going to have to put it down like a racehorse. That's the nature of it. It's a 2-year-old phone is like a psychopath, like on the verge. You know what I mean? I could snap and hurt you or anybody in here, brother. Just give me a reason. That's how my phone was. Give me a reason to just. I was unapologetically soaking in a hot bath. Look me in the eyes. I like me a hot bath. So I'm soaking in this thing. End of the day, I've been dealing with taxes. I had some dental work I had to get done. It's been a miserable week. The taxes I need to get. I had like a couple of back years. My corporation for the first year. I needed to just reconcile everything so I'm an honest, regular, functioning human being and member of society and a professional. I finally earned the right to do so. So that's what I was dealing with, and I finalized all that yesterday after digging through receipts and pouring through stuff and finally just giving up and going, you know what, fuck it. Just whatever I owe, take it. Let me pay it. Let me just be done. But I can save you more money if you can find. No, let me go. I don't care. At some point, the work isn't worth it. You understand me? And he goes, okay, I understand. Then we file my taxes. So I put this big envelope in the mail. I'm done. I go soak in this hot bath. I'm reading a book. I'm rereading. It doesn't matter. Soaking. My phone's sitting on the ledge because I can't keep it too far from me. I try not to. I have the ringer off. I don't have the apps on there, but it's still got to be within reach in case, I don't know, something happens. Anyway, I bumped it. It falls in the water. I quickly grab it. I shake it. I don't worry about it. It's waterproof. I know what these new phones are made of. No big deal. Well, I forget that lens is cracked, and it lends itself to a lot of water getting in the phone. So I wake up this morning, and that phone's done that schizophrenic thing where it wakes up and shudders and then resets itself 4 times and then blips and screams and then gets normal for a bit, except it won't make phone calls, which is, sort of the thing I need the phone for. No connection to an actual network whatsoever. The camera won't come on, which I don't care about because the camera wasn't really working well in the first place. And I don't care, but I'm going to Japan, and then I've got a tour going to Africa. I'm going to be international for the next 6 weeks. I've got to have contact. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. My phone could be broken. I'm over that. I watched a guy. I learned this lesson. I saw this dude when it comes to not caring about stuff. I was at my friend Outlaw Dave hosts these big, have I told this story before? It's these big motorcycle rides, charity rides down to the Lone Star Rally. And this dude bought a Harley, brand new Harley, and they wheeled it out, and he said, bring me a wrench. They brought him a wrench, and he took it, and right there on the bottom of the gas tank, he went, ding! And they said, all right, now I can drive it. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I don't have to worry about it anymore. That's how I try to be with my life. Like, I can't be overthinking this. What if I get a scratch on this new phone? What if I blah, blah, blah? I don't like to live like that. I like my old broken phone. People be like, send me a picture. I can't. It's broken. If I want to take a picture, I have to actually choose to. I have to get a camera and do it with intent. Anyway, I wake up this morning, the battery is killing itself faster than you can imagine. It's like doing that brain drain battery thing where it just, wow, you were just at 90%. I charged you overnight. I get it, you got wet. Why does that make everything in you break, you stupid phone? Because I was concerned about, I've been monitoring my phone usage. The average American uses the phone 3.75 hours a day. I don't know what 75% of 60 is. It's probably why they mark it as 3.75. What is that, 3/4? I could probably do that math if I try. 15, 45. All right, so 3 hours and 45 minutes a day. This is why I tell jokes. See, I was never going to be an engineer. Did you see how long it took me to get that? And I'm still not even sure it's right. The average person uses their phone 3 hours and 45 minutes a day. I had mine down to, according to my app, 1.3. I don't know what 30% of 60 is. I'm not even going to try. I was down to just over an hour a day. I was very proud of it. I'd taken all the social apps off. So I was considering not getting this phone at all. But then I was like, I have another camera in my pocket for Japan. And I do kind of need to be in touch so I can get all the logistics set up because I come right back and we go to Africa. So I wake up this morning when that happens and I go, well, I'll just go fix it. And I don't think anything through. This is a fault. Sometimes I'm impulsive. So I don't do any. So I go, I need a new phone. Well, how do I get a new phone? Go to the phone store. So I just get up, drink a cup of coffee, go get in my car, and at 9:30 in the morning, drive down to the T-Mobile store that I thought was where it used. It's not where it used to be. And I go, oh, well, that's stupid. All right, where's the other T-Mobile store? I'll just look it up. Well, I can't look it up because my phone doesn't work. It's like, fuck. So I'm driving back. I see another T-Mobile store. They're closed till 11 or 12, like civilized folk. It's 9:30 in the morning. What am I doing? So I go home, I make a mental note. All right, just go back there at noon. So I drink another cup of coffee. I go back there at noon. The dude is so unhelpful. No, we don't have your phone. Dummy, it just came out. You gotta call ahead of time and get us to reserve that, or you gotta see if somebody's got it in stock. I go, okay, man, no big deal. Can you just call and see if somebody's got it in stock? Yeah, we don't communicate with the other stores. You're gonna have to do that on your own. But I mean, like nobody, I'm willing to buy a phone. Can nobody tell me how to buy a phone? We don't have the phone here. We can order it for you. I need it by Wednesday. Well, we can't do that. Okay, then tell me where to go. I can't tell you where to go. Why am I talking to you? I really don't know. Okay, I'm leaving. So I left. And I realized I couldn't look up another store. I didn't have a phone. So I drive all the way back home. And then I call why don't I just call all the way up at the top? Let's just call T-Mobile and get a dude who works for them to figure this out for me. That's my solution. Because I'm not in the mood to deal with any of this. I just want to be done. Put this on my bill. Give me the phone. 2 hours later, all this will be transferred. I can move on with my life. It's my sacred Sunday. And when I call the main line, I swear to God, his name was Chip. Chip. Like a cartoon, like a caricature, like a commercial like an SNL sketch. Chip. This is Chip. No, you're not. Stop it, Chip. You're not in downtown Akron. Chip. Yes, I am. No, you're not. I say, Chip, here's what happened. I said, just listen to me. What can I do? All right, here's what I need you to do, Chip. I just need the new Galaxy S23 Ultra. That's what I want. I'm willing to pay for it. I'm willing to have it tagged onto my bill. Could you just do that? Why do you need to replace it? Well, Chip, because my old phone is broken. Why do you need to know? Well, I can get you a refund. No, I understand what you think you can get me, Chip, but I don't want to do it. I can get you I know that. Probably you could, but I don't want to go sell my phone. No, you have insurance. Wait a second, Chip. I don't have insurance. I canceled this months ago. No, it says right here. Chip, listen to me. If I have insurance, I swear to you, I'm going to turn my house upside down. You have insurance. It covers your phone. Okay, Chip, listen. I want you to cancel the insurance. I don't want to fix the phone. I'll deal with all this later. I just want you to sell me a phone. How do I do this? Well, I have to call a place. Call a place, Chip. Call a place. Chip, okay. And then Chip puts me on hold. And it's one of those, it's not even, there's no hold music. It's just silent. I've got him on speakerphone. It's on my shoulder. And I'm using my phone because it works on Wi-Fi, but it doesn't work on anything else. So it's just sitting on my shoulder, attached to the Wi-Fi. I'm talking to him somehow. It's dead silent. I forget about it. I'm walking around the house. I'm making coffee grinder. Rah, rah, rah. Sir, can you please stop? Chip, I forgot you were there, buddy. Did you find my phone? I have found a place. Okay, Chip, where is it? Here is the address. He gives me the address. I go, Chip. Are you sure that they have the phone? They have the phone. Okay. So I'm gonna call this location, and they're gonna have the phone, Chip. Yes, they're going to have the phone. I go, all right, Chip. Before you go, you should know that your insurance. Chip, we canceled the insurance. Not yet. Listen, let me help you. Chip, I swear to you, I will choke you through this phone. Then Chip goes, if you take the $300 and then you give me $100, and he's just giving the spiel. And I go, Chip, I'm going to have to let you go, buddy. He goes, okay, but before you go, Chip, I'm hanging up the phone. You should know that. And I just hung up on Chip because, God damn it, Chip, you got to learn to read a room, buddy. Some of this money is not worth it. It's not. When you try to get my attention and get me excited over that money, look at the order of things I got to do to get that money, Chip. Well, you could repair the phone. You would have to send it in. Then they will send the phone back. Then you can take the phone. Then you can sell the phone on social media if you do not want to sell it. He's just running through the whole thing. And I know it sounds like I'm making fun of the accent, but dear God, that is a pretty accurate sound of Chip. I think some of you are too hypersensitive about that shit anyway. I'm going to Japan this month. You want to know the name of the comedy club in Tokyo? Do you want to know? It's actually in Osaka. Do you want to know the name of the comedy club? ROR. Hand to God. Funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. So anyway, I get off the phone with Chip. I call the location that Chip tells me has the phone. They don't have the phone. Of course they don't have the phone. No, we had that phone in stock in months. We don't know what you're talking about. We put an order. It'll be here next Wednesday. Okay, I'm leaving for Japan, bro. Okay, why are you talking to me? I don't know. Why do you sound like Joey Diaz? I don't know. So I get off the phone with the one play. I start going down the list, this and that, and I get a hold of two people. Only two people that answer me on Sunday. One of them tells me, yes, we have it. We have the phone you're looking for. We have it in black. No, I don't have to look. Can you go in the back and check? I don't need to look. I know we have it. Okay. The other girl told me, I think we have it, but I got to go look. I would feel bad. She said it all on her own. I would feel bad telling you, yes, let me call you back. I gave her my phone number. She calls me back while I'm talking to Dum Dum, who tells me she won't even go look. I go, okay. So I click over. I go, hang on 1 second. I click over. She goes, yeah, we totally have your phone. I went and looked. I go, thank you so much. I'll see you in a minute. Hang up. And I go back over to the dumb girl who won't go look. And I go, so you're sure you have it? She goes, yeah. And I go, all right, well, just do me a favor. I need you to reserve it and put a sticker on it. I'll be there in 45 minutes. And then I don't know if she's going to hold it or not. But at least I feel like I made her wait a little bit. What I did, the girl who said yes, I don't know where she was. When I got to the store, there was no girl. The T-Mobile was in the Fifth Wardest part of Fifth Ward. Lovely. And the dude working there, Marc, with a C. Marc took care of me. I was so done when I walked in. I said, Marc, I said, listen, buddy. I said, first of all, I go, Marc, I said, I've been dealing with y'all all day. I've been on the phone. I've been to the stores. I've been told where to go, and those people didn't know anything. And I've been told confidently this and that, and those people were wrong too. I go, Marc, I'm just here to pick up a Galaxy S23 Ultra, Marc. And if we could just do that with no further questions, or no you trying to upsell me, or no you trying to hustle me, or you trying to talk me out of shit, or you being noisy, can I just sit down and then you just come back over here with my phone and I leave? And Marc, it's like he just a little young kid too. He just looked at me and goes, sometimes it be like that. And he just walked off. And the dude came back and he gave me my phone. He was like, man, he goes, if you want this case, that's the only thing I said, Marc, put it in there. Do you get a commission for that? Yeah, man, but like, I'm not trying. All right, Marc, put it in. We're done. He handed me the back. We didn't say 3 words to each other. Not 3. Marc, you are Employee of the Year, Marc, at T-Mobile. You are the only reason I even keep them as a service right now. That dude, Marc with a C. The reason I worry about it, these apps are designed like slot machines. They're designed to make me addicted. These things aren't, and I mean none of these things. Dating apps, Instagram, reading articles, Reddit, text messages, likes on Facebook, all of that stuff. That's why I know I start to sound repetitive. But I'm interested in what's happening, right? What is the science behind why I can't stop checking these? Why does the average person check their phone 52 times a day? Almost 4 hours a day on the phone. We check it even when it doesn't go off. That's the part that was setting me off. That's why I turned my ringer off. That's why it's on silent all day. Not just vibrate, silent. Do not disturb. Because the science, I'm checking not for the actual messages, for the possibility that there might be messages. Instagram did this thing. They set it up to where instead of a like giving you a notification when you got the like, it would give you no likes. It would show you no likes, not just the notification. If you went to your likes and you looked, and I remember this because I was on Instagram heavy at the time, you'd post a new photo, and you would generally judge the traction it was probably going to get based on its initial reaction. If it got likes fast, it had hope. If it didn't, it was all depressing. You would play this whole psychological game with the quality of the content in your own mind based on the responses you got from other people. That's how it works. It's designed to do that. So Instagram was withholding those likes. They would pause them, they would hold them, and then give you 25 or 30 at a time. And it was like this dopamine rush. And that, to me, is inhumane. If we did this to another human being flagrantly, tortured them in this way, you'd call me a psychopath. It preys on root emotions, right? Fear, anxiety, loneliness, feeling like what you're doing isn't getting a response. Once that's triggered, once that anxiety happens, once that heart rate goes up just a little bit, be fascinating to track yourself. Once that happens, once that anxiety starts to kick in, you have to figure out a way to release it. So if you're going, oh, nobody's paying attention, what's happening? I wonder if I'm missing a like, or I'm missing a conversation, or I'm missing a thing, and the heart starts beating. So what do you do to release that? You pick up your phone, and even if there's nothing there, you're releasing the anxiety. People check their phone every 15 minutes on average, and half the time there's not even a notification. There's no alert. There's no nothing. You're just checking it to check it. And it's the inside of your head telling you you're missing something. That creates anxiety. Once you're anxious, the goal is to get rid of the anxiety. So you check the phone, rinse, repeat. That hormone, cortisol, that's what made our ancestors constantly anxious to make sure that eagles weren't eating our babies and things like that. So it's a good chemical. It's a good hormone, but with this, it's a false trigger, and I'm hyper aware of it. And I think it's important to ask yourself why you're picking up the phone in the first place. Is it because I'm afraid I'm going to miss a relative's phone call or someone important to me? There's a handful of people I do care about deeply and would like to be in touch with at all times. Not because I feel like I have to be be right there. Just there are people I care about. But past that, why are you checking it? Are you bored? Are you anxious? Are you curious? Are you happy? Are you sad? What is the root emotion? Because for me, it never seems to be a positive one. When I get done, I feel worse more frequently than I feel better. And that's my challenge to you. Figure that shit out on your own. I have opted to not put any of the social media apps back on the new phone. So I'm going to Japan, but that thing is just a very expensive camera. If you're on Fortnite, send me a message. I'll tell you how to play with me. And the rest of you, good luck. I'm probably going to take a week off while I'm overseas, but I will have an episode I recorded previously with my good friend Jason Salmon. He's an actor and comedian and a podcaster and a very funny human being, but also a very insightful one. We talk about some of our trips overseas, some of his acting stuff, philosophy, and all of the fun things that I like to do. This was my Sunday, not so sacred Sunday. Chip, walk into traffic. Marc with a C, though, thank you very much. You offset the chip, and I appreciate it. I'm a slave to T-Mobile for the next 2 years, but hey, free overseas service. Cheers, and I'll see you guys on another episode of the Slade Ham Experiment.